Hello everyone, Gravel here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to beat High Crucible with Spinventor. So I don't think we're going to be doing it on Crucible 15, might drop it down to Crucible 13. You do exactly the same thing to beat Crucible on 15 as you do on 13, it's just that you end up dying a whole lot more due to factors outside of your control, due to how much more damage these modifiers do. Yeah, we'll be starting off on 13. Alright, starting relic. Assault Totem kind of sucks as a starting relic. You don't really want to be spending your money on increasing your max HP in the forest. Basic Blade's really good, but I think Eye of the Turtle is just going to win us the run. If I take Eye of the Turtle here, I'm basically playing Spinventor and Peglin at the same time, which is really good. Slime Boss, okay. So these early levels, we're just going to start off by trying to collect as much money as possible. That'll give us plenty of options to work with later on in the run. Right, so I did make a High Crucible guide for Peglin as well. If you have watched that, great. You don't really need to because I'm going to go over everything again for Spinventor. So generally speaking, in order to win runs of Peglin, you're going to need three things. You're going to need a high damage single target orb, which we kind of got at the moment with our spat orb. It's going to be a 5/10, makes pegs durable and bouncy, so it ends up doing quite a lot of damage. Next, what you'll need is AoE. Spinventor does really struggle with AoE, so we're probably going to pick up like any kind of AoE orb we find. That's necessary for the castle, and it just saves you a ton of damage in these early forest fights as well. Okay. This might be a bit of a controversial take, but I am going to pick the Omega Orb here. Omega Orb kind of works like a single target high damage orb, and it kind of works like an AoE orb. It's not the best option, but I think because we've got some elites fairly early on that I do want to go for, this is going to be very helpful for us. So we've got our high damage single target orb, and Omega Orb kind of does that as well. And we kind of got our AoE orb. I'm going to want to find another one though. So yeah, Omega Orb falls off very hard in the forest, in the castle. And it does get a bit better in the mines, but that's a long way away. It doesn't really matter if I downgrade the pegs here, because I'm going to kill the enemies with the bombs anyway. And yeah, so the third thing we need is healing. Because in this game, no matter how well you play, you do end up taking a lot of unavoidable damage. And you're going to need some way of healing all that unavoidable damage up. Spinventor does have quite a bit of healing, in the form of the healing slime. But with Eye of the Turtle, we might also just be able to find a good relic that can give us a lot of healing. See if I can get a little bit more gold before I set the bomb off. Okay, yeah, let's go for it now. Okay. None of these really change anything for us, so I'm just going to upgrade my Omega Orb. So importantly, early on in the forest, you want to be going for fights. Since with fights, they'll allow you to get money. and you really need to be buying and upgrading orbs early on in the game, because your starting deck really isn't very good. Don't really want to waste all this damage on that bat here. So I think what I'll do is I'll target this bat, and hopefully the overflow will be able to hit multiple enemies here. I see we hit 2 of them at once. Should be able to kill these bats with my stones. And then we can use the bombs to get the rest of these bats really low. This is going to do 5 damage. I think it's probably the best shot I can go for anyway. Oh, this will definitely kill it. Okay, so the nice thing about Spinventor is that its passive here works really well with certain orbs like Jack-o'-lantern. It effectively makes Jack-o'-lantern do double damage, which actually makes it pretty good for killing stuff. We are against the slime boss, and the Jack-o'-lantern effect's pretty strong against the slime boss. So what you can do is you can slide down the edge of the slime, and then it comes back and goes in the middle, and yeah, it does loads of damage. So I think I am actually going to take the Jack-o'-lantern here. Still going to upgrade my Omega, because that's going to be the primary way we deal with our elites coming up. Let's see if I can take this guy out without taking any damage. Yeah, just about. So I don't want to kill this bat immediately here because I haven't got 25 gold yet. So I'm just going to try and get a bit more money. And now it's attacking me. Yeah, let's just kill it. Okay, so I'm going to go for the chest now. I'm going to go for the elite. Upgrade Jack-o'-lantern. Powder Collector is really good. As I was saying, we haven't really found a good AoE orb yet, because the Mega Orb has only got Overflow. But that is a form of AoE we could use to hopefully get through the castle. Alright. I've got loads of shops down here. I'm probably going to go to this shop and remove an orb, and then hit the chest. We shouldn't have any problems against this fight whatsoever, because of our Powder Collector and our Omega Orb. I'm going to try and go for the refresh. Maybe tickle some bombs on the way. I should be able to take this guy out with just the bombs here. Nice. And we've actually got 50 gold, so I could buy a relic from the shop if I wanted to. Okay, looking at our options here. Echo Chamber does do a little bit of damage, but it's quite underwhelming in general. Peglinger's Pendant can be really good against the slime boss, because it lets you pull off really high damage shots. But I think generally speaking, heavy shaft potion's probably the best. It acts like an extra refresh, and that can allow us to take a whole lot more boss relics than we would do normally. And yeah, hopefully we get at least one more fight in all these question marks, so I can upgrade my Jack-o'-lantern as well. Oh, there we go. Target the plant, because it's the enemy that's most likely to attack me. Don't really want to kill everything with the Omega up here, I kind of want more money. Hopefully we can get 2 more so I can upgrade the Jack-o'-lantern and still buy a relic from the shop. Yep, lovely. Oh, that's another form of AoE, so I might actually just grab the Echo instead. What I can do is I can grab Echo, upgrade Jack-o'-lantern, and then just remove from the shop instead. So I might do that, I think. Yeah, we've got just enough money to do that. Oboe is amazing. And yeah. So in terms of removing orbs on Spinventor, Terrible is actually kind of good, because you can see it's got higher stats than our regular Pebbles. And what we can do is if we remove 3 Pebbles, then our last Pebble gets a buff. So I'm not sure if this is like the most optimal play, but what I tend to do is I remove Pebbles instead of my Terrible when I'm playing Spinventor. And yeah, it's worked out quite well for me so far. Free 9 HP loss. So that's another reason why you want to be going for fights over question marks in the forest. And a lot of the forest question marks are really bad. They either make you lose HP or you don't really get anything out of them. Are you kidding me? Alright, well I've got 4 orbs that would have been really good to lose. But instead the game wants me to lose one of my 3 good orbs. Obviously we're going to go for the splat orb here because it's the level 1. Should still be alright against the slime boss, we've got plenty of HP. Do I immediately want to go for the Omega Orb? I think probably yes. Yeah, probably yes. We'll just try not to use that side. And then we can see how effective Jack-o'-lantern is against this guy. So yeah, 200 damage, that's plenty. See, our Terrible here is actually going to do a reasonable amount of damage because I can get this crit. So even though these are all downgraded, it won't be too bad. And then what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to fire in the middle and hopefully get the crit. Here I'm probably going to just try and fire in the middle, get the bombs. Here I can get a nice slide to hopefully boost the damage of my Echo Orb a little bit. Oh, or not. Alright, I can set off this bomb. Get a nice little bit of extra damage. Megob's going to do lots of damage here. And yeah, the boss is pretty much dead. So now all I really want to do is go for coins. If I can get the Jack-o'-lantern over here, because there's still quite a lot of coins on this left-hand side of the board. That'd be quite nice. Yeah, I got a few more coins there. Okay. So Bubble, again, is another AoE orb. We do have some bomb synergy going for us with Powder Collector. So we could go full on with bombs. And to be honest, I don't think it's that bad of an idea. I am going to upgrade the Echo instead, though. Okay, looking at our relics here. Got a couple of choices. So Consuming Chalice, we can use because we picked up Heavy Shaft Potion. And Heavy Shaft Potion is probably one of the best relics in the game, if you are going to be considering using Consuming Chalice. Generally speaking, I don't like Consuming Chalice too much, because it requires you having quite a lot of crits and refreshes to really benefit from it. Unpretentious Pendant would be terrible here, because it removes a refresh. Mesh Yoshikasho, you can make an argument for, but yeah, we've got quite a lot of orbs where it just makes them terrible, and it really messes with our Echo Orbs damage, and our Jack-o'-lantern's damage, so probably don't want to go for that. Instead we're going to go for Kinetic Meteorite. All this is going to do is going to let our orb bounce all around the board. Just going to collect loads of money, put loads of bombs in with Powder Collector, and yeah, in general, just work really well. Generally speaking, when you get your boss relic, there's a couple of really good ones you want to look out for. Kinetic Meteorite's one of them. Also, the gift that keeps on giving, or Defresh Potion, or the Electro Pegnet. The Squirrel Relic's not too bad either. Relics in general that just let you hit a whole lot more pegs than you would do normally tend to be the best boss relics, as opposed to things that give you like a minor stat buff. Okay, against the Ballista. So we have been collecting quite a bit of AoE, so hopefully we shouldn't be too bad against it. This fight here is really dumb. I hate it very much. What I'm going to try and do is I'm going to weaken one of these mirrors with Jack-o'-lantern and hopefully take them all out with a Mega Orb. The Mega Orb might just kill me though. Come on, hit the crit. Okay, that wasn't too good. And you can see the board's a real mess now, so I don't even know if my Mega Orb's going to kill. We got one of them. Wasn't too bad. Hopefully Bubble won't do too much damage to us. But it will make some bombs to take the mirrors out. Yeah, and ideally we want to get a big hit here with the stone to help out with the Echo Orb. So that wasn't too bad. Maybe Echo will be able to finish it off if it gets the crit. Ow. Right, gonna go for Bubble again. Nice. Then we got a nice safe shot against this guy with our jack-o'-lantern. It's not going to kill, but we've got our Mega Orb, and that definitely will kill. Okay. So against the Blister, the only thing we want is Vanguard. Yeah, pretty much. So we've got 2 shops here. I'm going to see if I can get Vanguard in it. Didn't get Vanguard. So we exit the store. Check the second one, look for Vanguard again. Then we get Vanguard. It's as easy as that. Right, so at the moment we've got 8 orbs, which is the a minimum amount you need to cheese the Blister with Vanguard on Cruciball 14 or below. If this is Cruciball 15, you'd need 6 orbs. So it would be a little bit harder, but still very doable. It might be that we get some removal events in some of these question marks, though. Yeah, we want to go through the elites. Of course, got out there was going to make our results a whole lot better. Stall out a little bit to try and get a bit more money. Terrible, should hopefully kill this guy. And so should jack-o'-lantern. Right. I'm going to upgrade my Echo up here to hopefully deal with whatever elite this is. It should be fine here, because we have got Powder Collector. So we've got quite a lot of AoE damage to deal with these guys. I'm going to target the Archer, just because it does like a lot more damage than the Mage. And you throw out the bubble up here. Try and get a good shot with the stone. Okay, that wasn't a very good shot. Hopefully our Echo can do better. Please hit the crit. Now we're getting quite a lot of bombs, so it's not too bad. Yeah, I can take the mage out there. Yeah, annoyingly we have downgraded quite a lot of the board here. So I'm going to need to get back to my Omega. If I want to kill this guy. If I can just chuck this bubble away, that'd be really good. Yeah, now we just go for the kill with the Omega. And we are going to need to heal. Right. Ordinarily I'd consider Ring of Use here, but we do need to we're going to need to abuse Vanguard against the Ballista, so I can't take that. Don't have any way of gaining max HP, so that doesn't do a whole lot. Overwhelmer is very good in the castle in general, especially against the Ballista. Yeah. I'm kind of sad at this point that I'm forced to fight in Elite before the boss. That might actually end up screwing me. Okay. So since our bubble's quite weak here, I'm actually just going to use it to try and collect as many coins as possible. I'm going to try and avoid using any other orbs. Oh yeah, Jack of Lion does that, doesn't it? Okay, worked out anyway. Bubble again, get some more coins. Let's try not to kill it with Jack of Lantern. Oh well. Looks like I'm getting pretty much all the coins anyway. Alright, and then we absolutely want to heal here. We'll upgrade our bubble. Okay, a Mega Orb into a Corb should just kill everything here. Let's try and get 25 gold though. So we can heal up. Now, question marks in the castle tend to be a whole lot better than the question marks in the forest. So we are going to try and maximize our question marks here. Alright, this is probably the worst castle fight. I don't even want to use my Omega up here because I'm not going to be able to get through the shields. I'm just going to try and make as many bombs with Bubble as I can. I'm going to target this guy with Jack-O' Lantern. Try and set up some more bombs. I don't think that was a very good shot. But yeah, it should be good enough to kill the enemies here. And we'll hit this crit. And then hopefully Jack-o'-lantern sets off enough bombs to kill everyone. Okay, it didn't. But apart from that, yeah, should be alright. Opposite reaction is a nice orb. But I don't really want to take it at the moment. Because again, 8 orbs is the minimum that we need for beating the Ballista. I think if we go right here, just because there's an extra chest, which might be really good, that'll help us out. I want to keep my HP really high, just because I know I'm going to be fighting an elite before the Ballista. And I need to be above 30 HP before I go into the Ballista fight, or I will just die immediately. Super Boots will help me with that. Okay, I can't take the orb here, because I will die to the Ballista. Ordinarily, this orb's really good with Spinventor, because of course it gets +1/+2 with Spinventor originality. And in general, it's really good for just getting loads of money to do whatever you want. So here I'm just going to take 3 damage to gain 45 gold. It actually ended up only being 2 damage because I had Oboe. So definitely a worthwhile investment. This wasn't the fight I wanted to see, but fortunately we've got Jack-o'-lantern right before Ecorb. So that should be pretty good. I'm going to deliberately go for the crit here because I know a refresh. That'll turn off my meteorite. So hopefully the board will be nice and preserved for my Jack-o'-lantern. Again, I'm going to go for this annoying guy who shoots me a lot. Right, my Aircorb's going to kill everyone here, which is great. It's going to do quite a bit of damage to the mini-boss as well. And we should be able to get away with using the Mega Orb here. Get another go to Mega Orb. Okay, that wasn't a very good a Mega Orb at all. Lots of bombs there, that's very nice. Don't know if we'll be able to kill a Terrible. So I'll just make loads more bombs. And there we go. Alright, so now I can heal up, upgrade my bob up to the next level. And we've got a couple of choices here. Pocket Watch can work really well with our Meteorite, since the shot will be going for quite a long time. Pumpkin Pie can also be really nice. especially with Jack-o'-lantern, because Jack-o'-lantern is just gonna like last forever. Additionally, we've got super boots. So if we take these two and find the weighted chip, that'd be really good. But why would you rely on, you know, getting double damage like some of the time with the weighted chip when you can get double damage like all of the time with Bag of Orange Pegs? This relic is crazy. You fire out a shot, it clears some of the board, you randomly do double damage, and it's great. And sometimes it even goes up to 3 times or 4 times damage, and you just kill the boss with a pretty good shot. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be taking Orange Pegs. More bombs is nice. Let's see if we can get this bonus chest. Nah, no chance. Okay, so as I've said in a previous video, the way the blister works is it attacks every 5 turns. So you can cheese it with Round Guard if you just reload every 5 turns. So at the moment it is just going to shoot at us. Since the first turn is the exception. But after that we'll be able to kind of get into a rhythm. Right, so it's going to shoot at us in 5 turns. So we need to fire 4 orbs and then reload. So if you want to count them here, 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll see we've got 2 orbs left over, so we need to discard 2 orbs. The 2 orbs I'm going to be discarding are probably going to be pebbles, so I can discard this one, and then I just need to discard 1 more pebble. Discard that pebble. Fire the terrible. And then we block the blister. Right, so now we count our orbs. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you see we need to discard 4 orbs, which means we need to discard every turn. So discard, fire our orb. Discard, fire our orb. Discard, fire our orb. Discard, fire our orb. See, I think I got kind of lucky getting Round Guard for this fight. But, I mean, the reality is on High Crucible, the Blister is really unfair. You can see we've got quite a bit of AoE in this deck, and already the Blister shot us like, what was it, 3 or 4 times, so it'd be very dead. So you do tend to have to rely on healing or Round Guard or Bulwark or whatever in order to actually beat it. And you saw we did maximize our chances of getting Round Guard by just ignoring that first shot completely and looking for it in the second shot. Round Guard in general is one of the best relics in the game, so you always want to be taking it, regardless of whether or not you've got the blister. Yeah, I know my board is like half destroyed and half downgraded and the like, but in general it is really hard to do 3,750 damage to the blister through all of its minions before it does your entire HP, but well, it's worth of damage. But yeah, we got it. So now we don't have to be too worried about not getting new orbs since we've got rid of the blister. You can use Round Guard against the dragon as well, but we should come up to another shop or whatever. So if I do want to get another orb, I can just remove an orb in the shop to keep my orb count nice and low. Got a couple of options here. I don't think I need Instigate Orb. Right, because I kind of got Echo Orb, which does that already. Yeah. Okay, looking at my options here, they are all terrible. Don't really want Magnet and Meteorite because it just kind of messes up how you aim. Scott McGreed really doesn't do a whole lot. Constricting Chains is just going to get me killed. Suffering's just going to make me suffer. I mean, one thing Electropregnant does allow me to do is go for crits more often. At the moment, it's kind of hard to go for crits since they immediately turn off my my Meteorite. So I'm probably going to end up going for that. Alright, got the QR code. I'm kind of struggling at the moment for healing and damage in general, I suppose. So what I might be looking for is something like a Poltergeist to do lots of damage to the QR code. A Potion Bolt would obviously be insane. A Summoning Circle, of course. With all our bombs, if we could get something like Smoke Mod or Choke Mod, that could be really good. Yeah, I don't think any of these orbs are particularly good. See if I can just mega these guys. Not quite. Can throw a ton of bombs against them though. I was hoping to hit the crit there. But I'm still going to do quite a bit of damage. This is one of the advantages of Terrible. You can just squeeze it into these little gaps here. I don't think I'd be able to do that with the stone. Yeah, we're really not doing a whole lot of damage at the moment, which is unfortunate. Yeah, generally speaking, in the mines you want to avoid fights as much as possible because you might end up getting the Sapperoni fight, which is one of the worst fights in the game. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a little bit more gold here. And then try and go for the question mark after this fight. Okay. Well, that wasn't very good. Make sure we get the refresh. Might have to use Ryan Guard a little bit here. I'm actually in quite a lot of trouble, aren't I? Yeah. Well, let's see if I can kill this enemy. Didn't even manage to kill that enemy. It's great. Try and go pretty hard on the bomb. Right. This is actually going really badly. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to set off lots of red bombs. Didn't mean to skip that. Okay, got the red bombs anyway. So I really need to make sure this enemy does not blow up in my face. Okay, great. I think, based on my performance here, I'm not even going to try and go for the elite. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for an infernal ingot or something in all these question marks. Definitely going to heal. And yeah, let's see if we can get this question mark. Take a special relic. It's a bit annoying that we haven't found any healing the entire run when we've got out the total. Okay, this could be really good for us. Because I really need something like Popping Corn or Prime Slime. Just something of that kind in order to really have a chance of winning here. Let's see what we get. Even more bombs. Even more bombs is an option. I think we are going to have to rely on bombs doing something to beat the ruins. It's too late for grinding Monstera. Sash Focus isn't going to do a whole lot. I'm gonna go this way so I get a chest before I fight the elite. Right. So we've got two very good options here. We've got our shock absorber, which with all our bombs is going to be ginormous. And we've also got potion bolt, which is the healing we've been searching for the entire game. So I'm going to take both of these orbs, and I can upgrade them both as well. And heal. And hopefully this one fight here isn't that one particular fight that's going to kill me. Please be something nice. Right, this isn't great. I need to get to my potion bolt pretty quickly. If this bubble doesn't kill, I'll try and fire it down immediately, so it's probably going to kill though. Alright, I don't have any good refreshes, but hopefully this gives me some healing slime. Doesn't look like it gave me any healing slime. Ooh, my HP's really low. Summoning circle as well can really help out. Let's see how much healing we can get from super boots here. Not looking good. Oh, come on, game. So every time you get a good shot with super boots, it ends up going in this navigation fire. Right, perfect. Don't know if we're going to hit any bombs here, but it's summoning circle, it's probably pretty good in general. What I want really do here is just skip to my potion bolt. Try and get some healing off. There we go. Right, definitely going to heal. Don't really need to upgrade these stones. And we got popping corn as well. That's going to really help us against the ruins because it's got tons of pegs to heal up against with. XP anything really doesn't do anything. Pendants, yeah, it's a bit of damage, but yeah, popping corn is probably one of the best regs in the entire game. I see we can heal quite a lot with super boots here as well. Yes, nice. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of extra damage with basic blade, since pretty much nothing else does anything here. I'm going to remove another pebble. Right, Jack-o'-lantern into Summoning Circle into Shock Absorber should be insane. Hopefully I'll be able to kill this red cube fairly easily with all the bombs I detonate here. Got a really good refresh as well. Alright, yeah, I've got Magnet. I don't know if I'm going to be able to take out both of the red cubes here. But hopefully I at least get one of them. Yeah, I got one of them. Not too bad. So now that I've killed one of the cubes, the purple cube's going to start shooting instead of scaling. And because of all the healing we've got with Popping Corn, there shouldn't really be anything the drones can do from this point. So I'm just going to gradually take them all out. Try and get a nice refresh on the board for my Potion Bolt. Yeah, we still want to focus the orange cube down because it does do more damage than the other two. I'm going to try and position this so I hit a refresh. Yeah, look at all that. Slightly ridiculous. And yeah, this guy stands no chance. So while I'm killing him, I think I'm going to just talk about what's happened this round and any kind of helpful tips and tricks. So you saw we started off with Eye of the Turtle. Eye of the Turtle really came in clutch this run. You saw we got loads of good relics because of it, loads of good orbs because of it. We're essentially playing a hybrid between Spinventor and Peglin at the same time this entire run. And that gave us so many more options that we're allowed to find strong stuff in order to help us win. Powder Collector, again, very strong relic. Some of my AoE options weren't doing too good. We only really got Ekorb and Boborb and Omegarb, and they were really struggling in the castle. But I think Powder Collector is what sort of pushed the build far enough that it could get through the castle. Obviously, having an extra refresh that moves around was really good. There were plenty of times where our refresh was in a really bad spot, and Heavy Sharp Potion was what made the difference in those situations. Over, of course, just saved us a whole load of damage across the entire run. Probably would have died at some point if I didn't have it. little bit of extra HP. I'm not sure if we ever dropped low enough to really need that, but it did help with getting a little bit more post-battle healing. Meteorite, as you saw, just let our orb bounce all around the board, collecting loads of money, doing loads of damage, so it was really good. Ranga, of course, did save us. We did have a sapper explode in our face, and it completely carried the Blister fight, which it often does at this high level. Overwhelmer, I'm not sure if Overwhelmer made that much of a difference this run. But yeah, it's nice to have anyway. Super Boots did give us a little of healing, which we did really need towards the end there. Bag of Orange Pregs, I don't think it came in helpful too much. But if we had something like the Super Sapper, it definitely would have. Improved Catalyst, we did end up going quite heavy on the bombs, so I think it did do quite a lot of damage overall. Pegnet, I would have preferred to have something like the Gift That Keeps on Giving or the Fresh Potion with Connect Meteorite, but it just allowing me to shoot the crits without having to worry too much about not having a boss relic was quite nice. Perfect Forger, I mean, you saw at the end there I bought tons of orbs and it upgraded them, which is really helpful. If you can get it early, it can be a massive help. And yeah, it could put loads of damage to the ruins. Cheese did nothing, this really did nothing. Popping Corn, I think we might have been okay against the ruins just because we had a Potion Bolt. And Oboe. But yeah, it really just cemented the win for us, I think. And yeah, I'm sure basically did something. Yeah, generally speaking with Spinventor, you are just looking for these really strong orbs. You saw we took that earlier Mega Orb, and it did kind of just carry us through the game until we got something really good going. Jack-o'-lanterns was really good the entire run. Echo was really good the entire run. Bob ended up being really good the entire run. And yeah, getting these three at the end did really come in clutch. But as I said, that's why you get the turtle, so you can find these rare and uncommon orbs, which I think Spinventor does end up relying on quite often. And of course, we can't forget the Terrible, who is there throughout the entire run. And yeah, I hope this was helpful. Should give you kind of a better idea of what you want to be looking for when you're playing Spinventor. And yeah, I wish you the best of luck in your high Cruciball attempts on this class.